Have you ever wondered why your legs feel weaker despite maintaining a healthy diet, regular exercise, and following all the right advice? Why do stairs seem steeper than before? Why does getting up from a chair take just a bit longer than it used to? Is this simply the natural aging process? Or could there be an underlying factor silently undermining your health? The answer might surprise you. Sometimes it's not about what you're failing to do. It's about something you're already doing without realizing its potential harm. Every day, countless seniors unknowingly make a seemingly harmless mistake. They do it with complete confidence, believing they're making the right choice because they've been told their entire lives that fruits are healthy, natural, and beneficial. And indeed, most fruits are exactly that. However, here's the uncomfortable truth that rarely gets discussed. Not all fruits are suitable for older adults. Some fruits, ones we consume without question week after week, can gradually weaken your legs, trigger knee pain, worsen joint inflammation, and make walking increasingly difficult. These fruits, marketed as health foods, might actually be undermining your mobility, balance, and leg strength. As we age, our bodies undergo significant changes. Blood circulation becomes less efficient, metabolism slows down, and foods that once benefited us can begin to cause subtle harm, particularly certain fruits. They may look innocent and taste sweet, but they contain high levels of acids, sugars, and compounds that can spike blood sugar, trigger joint inflammation, and weaken your legs over time. The most concerning aspect? This damage occurs gradually and imperceptibly until one day you experience sharp calf pain, persistent thigh discomfort, or strange knee tightness after just a brief walk. Today, I'm going to reveal the 7 most dangerous fruits that seniors over 60 should avoid, especially if you want to protect your legs from long-term damage, pain, and weakness. While these fruits may seem harmless, learning the truth about them will forever change how you view your fruit bowl. So if you value your strength and want to maintain stable, strong, and pain-free legs, stay with me until the end. Your body may be waiting for this crucial wake-up call. But before we dive in, if you care about your health, please subscribe and enable notifications. This is where we uncover the truths that others won't discuss. I want to know if you're engaged with me. If you're watching now and this message resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your voice matters more than you realize. Fruit None 1. Pineapple, the silent inflammation trigger. Let's start with our first fruit, praised for its anti-inflammatory properties, yet it may be producing the opposite effect in seniors. We're talking about pineapple, tropical, juicy, and refreshing. For years it's been celebrated for containing bromelain, an enzyme touted as a natural anti-inflammatory. But here's the catch. While many believe pineapple reduces inflammation, it might actually be the silent culprit behind increased inflammation in older adults. Pineapple contains powerful acids and concentrated natural sugars. These sugars aren't as innocent as they appear, especially for those over 60. As we age, our blood vessels become more fragile and sensitive, no longer responding to sugar surges the same way they once did. Despite its benefits, pineapple delivers a potent dose of natural sugar to your bloodstream, causing rapid blood sugar spikes. These spikes can damage the tiny blood vessels that supply your legs, feet, and muscles. Over time, as circulation deteriorates, less oxygen reaches your legs, resulting in pain, fatigue, and swelling. You might experience that dull, dragging ache in your legs after short walks, knee stiffness when standing, or ankle pain even after sitting all day. Additionally, pineapple's high acidity can irritate joints, particularly if you already have inflammation or arthritis. It acts like fuel on an existing fire, intensifying the burning sensation in your knees, hips, and ankles. Some people notice their legs feel heavy after eating pineapple, as if their strength is slowly draining away. There's another concern. If you're taking medications, especially blood thinners, the bromelain enzyme can interact with these drugs, making them either too strong or too weak. The most dangerous aspect is that pineapple doesn't cause obvious immediate side effects. There are no clear warning signs or instant pain. Instead, it works gradually until you eventually realize you can't move as you once did. The tragic part is that most seniors don't realize the fruit they're eating for health benefits might be contributing to the annual weakness they experience in their legs. What can you do? You don't need to hate pineapple, but you must be aware and cautious, especially if you've been dealing with persistent leg pain or unexplained swelling. The damage is subtle, but real. Fruit 2. Bananas, the muscle deceiver. If pineapple, with its anti-inflammatory reputation, can be harmful to aging legs, what about our next fruit? It's soft, sweet, and famous for boosting muscle power and potassium levels. However, it might be misleading you. Let's discuss bananas, the muscle deceiver. Bananas are soft, sweet, and packed with potassium. They're supposed to provide energy, prevent cramps, and support muscles, but for seniors, the story is different. Bananas are loaded with natural sugars and fast-digesting carbohydrates, meaning your blood sugar levels spike immediately after eating them, causing your body to develop insulin resistance. When this happens repeatedly, circulation weakens, inflammation increases, and your legs suffer consequently. You might experience dull pain when walking or climbing stairs, leg heaviness after meals, and calf stiffness. The story doesn't end there. Bananas also promote fluid retention, especially if you have heart issues, resulting in swollen ankles, swollen feet, and stiff joints. The effect is silent. You eat them thinking they'll help your muscles, but instead they may be gradually draining your strength. The worst part is that it won't hit you immediately. Over time, however, regular banana consumption can make movement more difficult and increase pain. Look at the fruits on your plate. If you frequently experience heavy, aching, or swollen legs, bananas might not be as friendly as they initially appear. Fruit number 3. Grapes, small fruit, big inflammatory impact. If bananas, known for supporting muscles, can cause this damage, what about something even smaller? They're small, charming, and innocent looking, but they might be causing your joints to burn. Let's discuss grapes. Grapes seem harmless, tiny, juicy, and easy to snack on. They also have an excellent reputation for being heart-healthy and rich in antioxidants. But here's what most people don't know. Grapes can cause subtle leg pain, stiffness, and inflammation in elderly people. Why? Because grapes are high in fructose, which can be harmful in large quantities. Fructose is a sugar that's processed directly by the liver and converts to fat and uric acid when your liver can't handle it completely. This is where the real damage begins, particularly in your toes, ankles, and knees. Uric acid builds up in joints, causing that intermittent burning and swelling pain, the nagging discomfort that makes even light walking difficult. Have you ever experienced that sharp pain in your big toe at night? That sudden calf stiffness? It might be something as simple as a handful of grapes causing your uric acid levels to rise. Furthermore, fructose fuels chronic inflammation throughout your body, meaning slower movement, increased stiffness, and more pressure on your joints. Grapes are also dangerously easy to overconsume. They're small and perfect for mindless snacking. Before you know it, you've eaten 2 or 3 cups and the sugar quickly accumulates. So while grapes might seem like a healthy snack, they may be subtly weakening your legs, reducing flexibility, and making movement less comfortable as you age. Fruit 4. Watermelon, the false hydrator. Now you understand what can hide behind that sweetness. If you've been eating grapes regularly and experiencing increasing stiffness and swelling, there are other seemingly innocent fruits that can be harmful. Another is juicy, colorful, and renowned for hydration. Don't be fooled though. Inside, it functions like pure sugar, even though it tastes like water. Let's discuss watermelon. Watermelon is light, refreshing, and the symbol of summer hydration. Could this watery fruit really be subtly damaging your legs? It seems strange since everyone agrees watermelon is excellent for staying hydrated. It feels safe, has few calories, and is mostly water. Here's the secret though. Watermelon has an extremely high glycemic index, meaning it rapidly raises blood sugar levels, much like candy. Those frequent sugar spikes cause significant harm to seniors, particularly to their legs. When blood sugar levels rise quickly, your body releases insulin, but insulin regulation becomes poor in aging bodies. This leads to inflammation, especially in areas with poor circulation, your calves, ankles, and knees. You might experience leg fatigue immediately after eating, dull pain during short walks, that strange persistent swelling around your ankles, and stair climbing that feels like climbing a mountain. While watermelon feels light, it acts like a deceptive trap, gently wearing down your legs. Most people eat large quantities because it's juicy and refreshing. One slice becomes two, then three, adding more sugar, more stress, and more inflammation. It's misleading because you think you're drinking water, but your blood sugar is actually spiking. Your circulation struggles, and your legs pay the price. Does watermelon truly help seniors stay hydrated, or does each bite subtly increase movement discomfort? If watermelon is a regular part of your diet, and your legs have been feeling more tired lately, it might be time to reconsider. Fruits and 5. Oranges. The acidic joint attack. Let's move to a fruit associated with vitamin C and health, found in juices, immunity-boosting drinks, and breakfast spreads. However, for seniors, it may represent an acidic attack on joints. Let's discuss oranges. Oranges are bright, smell fresh, and are everywhere in juices, health supplements, and breakfast plates. They're supposed to boost immunity due to their vitamin C content. But oranges may be hiding an unpleasant truth for seniors, particularly those over 60. Behind that citrus brightness lies acid, which your joints hate. Oranges are loaded with citric acid. While this might seem normal, it can cause silent joint irritation, especially if your body is already fighting inflammation, stiffness, or arthritis. You might experience gradual knee stiffness upon waking, persistent hip pain, that uncomfortable sensation in your legs after prolonged sitting, reduced mobility, and increased swelling. You might think it's just aging, but that healthy habit of drinking orange juice every morning could be contributing to the very pain you're trying to prevent. The citric acid in oranges doesn't just affect your stomach, it enters your bloodstream and can irritate the delicate tissues in your joints. Combined with the fruit's natural sugar, it causes blood sugar fluctuations, resulting in body-wide inflammation that spreads to your knees, ankles, and calves, making every step feel heavier and more painful. Oranges might not harm a younger person, but the effects develop subtly in an older person with aging joints and slower circulation. The most challenging part is that you consume them believing you're helping yourself. Since oranges have long been associated with health, now you know they might not be beneficial for your well-being. Fruit 6. Green apples. The hidden cause of leg pain. Our next fruit appears clean green, crisp, and lower in sugar. People consider it the safe choice, but it hides something that can cause nighttime cramping, tight knees, and aching hips. Let's discuss green apples. Green apples look crisp, clean, and natural. Most people, especially seniors, believe they're the healthier option because they taste less sweet. They seem like a healthy, low-sugar snack, but most people don't realize that green apples can subtly cause fatigue, stiffness, and leg pain. The threat comes from two sources: malic acid and hidden natural sugars. First, malic acid gives green apples their tart flavor. While it's fine for younger people, it can be problematic for aging digestion. As we age, our gut lining becomes more sensitive, and malic acid can irritate tissues, including joints, once it enters the body. Some elderly people experience severe hip or thigh pain after eating apples, while others feel mild burning in their feet or knee tightness. It takes time to develop, but as the acid accumulates, the pain becomes more frequent. Regarding sugar, green apples still contain natural sugars despite not tasting as sweet as red apples. In elderly people with slower metabolisms, this sugar causes blood sugar fluctuations, leading to calf fatigue, nighttime leg cramps, morning stiffness, and weakness when climbing stairs. The most challenging aspect is that green apples are often eaten raw as snacks or even before bed, causing constant impact on the body. They appear healthy and pure, but green apples may be subtly making walking harder, stiffening joints, and making nights more restless for aging bodies. Fruit 7. Mango. The sugar bomb for your joints. If such a basic fruit can cause this damage, what about a tropical, rich, and extremely sweet fruit? Let's discuss the ultimate sugar bomb, beloved by many: mango. Mango is juicy, soft, and candy-like. Nearly everyone loves this fruit, especially during summer months. Here's the truth though. Mango may be the most harmful fruit for elderly people with joint weakness and leg pain, because it's loaded with natural sugar, not just a little, but a massive sugar punch that causes sharp, rapid blood sugar spikes. If you're active and under 30, your body can often handle that surge. However, after age 60, your metabolism changes. That sugar rush causes insulin spikes and subsequent crashes, and each time this happens, your body generates inflammation deep within your joints, particularly in the soft tissues around your ankles, hips, and knees. If you have nerve problems, you might experience burning sensations in your toes, persistent tingling, evening foot swelling, or creeping leg heaviness. Mango is easy to consume in large portions because it tastes light, feels fresh, and doesn't seem like a substantial meal. But this makes the problem worse. The body doesn't care about the lightness sensation. It responds to the sugar. Over time, that sugar can cause joint pain, slow walking, and unsteady legs. Many elderly people eat mangoes thinking they're a natural treat, and they are natural, but natural doesn't always mean safe for aging joints and weakened circulation. The good news: healing alternatives. You've now seen the complete picture. Despite being praised for health benefits, these fruits have a
Grabo un
dark side
vídeo
for
y
people over
si nos
60.
queda bien después,
Here's the
pues ya
good
está.
news. Some fruits have the opposite
Concluimos.
effect. They support strong, sturdy legs, reduce joint pain, and fight inflammation. Let's discuss these healing alternatives and what seniors should eat instead. Now that you know which fruits to avoid, let's talk about what you can eat. Consuming the right fruits does more than satisfy hunger. They heal your body. Berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. These small fruits are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. They're low in sugar, high in antioxidants, and gentle on blood sugar. Most importantly, they improve circulation, especially in the legs. They fight stiffness, reduce swelling, and promote easier movement. Cherries. In moderation, cherries can actually help reduce uric acid levels, decreasing the likelihood of gout and joint pain flare-ups. They soothe aching joints and that burning sensation in your knees or toes. A handful of cherries, not a bowl, can provide significant relief. Avocado. Yes, it's a fruit, and it's among the best for joint health. It's rich in healthy fats that reduce inflammation throughout your body and helps regulate insulin, providing steady energy without blood sugar spikes. Papaya. This soft tropical fruit contains enzymes that help reduce inflammation and aid digestion. It's gentle on the stomach and easy on aging joints. Pears. With some fiber or protein, they offer subtle sweetness without being overpowering. They energize your body without putting excessive strain on your legs. Each of these fruits works with your body rather than against it. They don't cause pain or swelling. They help your body achieve the strength, balance, and peace it needs. Remember, it's not just about eating fruit, it's about choosing the right ones for your age and body's current needs. When you make these conscious choices, you begin to feel it: firmer steps, smoother movements, and clearer mornings. Final thoughts and message of hope. Let me share something. If you've read this far, you care about your health, your strength, and your future. I want you to hear this clearly. It's not too late to make changes. You still have time to heal, and you're not alone in this journey. Aging is challenging. The pain, stiffness, and fear of falling develop gradually, and can sometimes make you feel like your body is betraying you. But here's the truth. You can take control through smart, small changes rather than drastic measures. One meal, one fruit, one decision at a time. The fruits we discussed today aren't evil, but they may no longer be optimal for your health, and that's okay. Aging doesn't mean giving up. It means becoming wiser. When you start eating mindfully and choose foods that support strength, circulation, and joints, you'll notice the difference. Less pain, more flexibility, smoother mornings, and lighter steps. This journey isn't about fear or limitation. It's about empowerment. I want to hear from you now. Share in the comments what you learned today and what change you're ready to make. When we share, we all grow stronger together. If this information was helpful or even slightly eye-opening, please hit the like button. Subscribe to ensure you don't miss information that could transform your health. Turn on notifications before you leave. Type 1 if this content was useful, 0 if not. Your comments matter more than you realize. Stay strong and stay aware. Remember, your legs carry your independence. Protect them well.